Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel, Carolina's Creations Handmade. Please subscribe and click the bell button down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And today I have a super cute tutorial to share with you. I'm going to show you how to make a fabric flower, and I'm using here a sheer organza-like fabric that is really beautiful. And I'm going to show you, I'm using a long strip that measures roughly around 43 3/4 inches in length, and in width it's around 2 3/4 inches. But as you'll see, it's not exactly straight, it's not cut straight, and it doesn't measure exactly the same all around. Don't worry about cutting a perfectly straight strip because that will give your flower more character. So you're going to fold this strip, fold it all around until you have this much left, like this little square, and this measures 2 3/4 inches. So now I'm going to break the loops with my scissors so I get left with little squares. Well, they're more like little rectangles. So make sure that you cut all the loops so you get all the little pieces, and we're gonna be left with this. And they're so pretty, so shimmery. I love it. I'm going to use also a hot glue gun. I'm using my High Temp Pro 100 Aztec glue. I love it because it has this fine tip, and I also can turn it on and off. And I'm also going to be using my pokey tool from Tim Holtz, and make sure that you use something so you don't get burned. And if you're not using anything, just make sure that you're very careful because it hurts, it burns. So I'm going to fold my piece like you see there. I'm going to bring the corners up, and I'm going to offset them. I'm not going to glue them. I'm not going to put in one on top of each other. I'm going to offset them to the side, and then I'm going to make another fold. So I'm going to grab there to make sure that I have my shape like I want it, and then I'm going to fold again, and this is going to give us like a 4-tip petal like you see there. So we have 4 tips, and this is great because this is what's going to give our flower a lot of volume. So now I'm going to add some hot glue here at the bottom so I can glue my shape and make sure that it stays the way I want it. And then I'm going to use my pokey tool to press in there to make sure that the hot glue sets. And once it cools a little bit, then I'm going to press with my fingers just to make sure that it's glued. So be really careful, it burns. So this is what we have left. Super cute. And then I'm going to clean here this little piece with my scissors, and you can even fold this piece again, and it will give you this shape like this as a smaller version, and it's really pretty too. So you can make a flower with this little shape, and it will give you a different looking flower. But I'm going to use the loose petals for this one, and I'm going to make another one here so you can see how it's done. So you bring all the corners up, then fold it. Again, remember to offset them. Don't bring them one on top of each other. And then we're going to use a little hot glue to adhere our little piece. I'm using again my pokey tool, and be careful, I cannot stress this enough. I got burned really bad the first time. So be careful, it's no joke. So now I have my 2 petals here, but I'm going to make 12 of them, so I'll be right back. So through the magic of video, I'm already done with my 12 petals, and I also cut a little circle, a felt circle. This one measures 1.5 inches, and I'm going to actually glue my petals to it. I was left with 4 petals, so I can save this for my next flower. And then I'm going to adhere my petals to my circle piece. So I'm going to add a little hot glue at the bottom of my petal, and I'm going to glue it to the circle, sort of like bring it in around 1/2 inch. So I'm going to glue it around 1/2 inch into my circle. And I'm going to use my pokey tool again, and you can see here how it looks. And I'm going to show you the back also. So we're going to be doing this to the next petal. I'm going to glue again, and I'm going to glue it on the close side of the petal, of the first petal that I glued. So then I'm going to adhere it offset also. I'm going to adhere the petal a little on top of the one that I already placed in there. So you can see there, I didn't leave a space. It's glued actually sort of on top of the other. And I'm going to do this to all my other petals. So I'm going to be adhering them offset a little bit on top of the last one that I glued, and making sure that I glued my petals with the openings on top of the closed side of the petal that I adhered before. And you can see there our flower is looking really pretty already. So stinking adorable. And these flowers are great to decorate your mini albums. Any kind of projects you have, you can use them for your happy mail to decorate them. And you can see there how it's looking and how it looks on the back. And I'm going to glue my last petal to the bottom. And I actually use 7 petals for the bottom. So we're using 7 petals for the bottom. So look at how it looks, so cute. I love it. It's so pretty and so much volume already. You can see all the petals. And if you are not going to use it to glue it on an uneven surface, you can use a piece of cardstock instead of felt. And now we're going to glue our top layer. So let's glue our first petal, and we're going to glue it again offset on top of our last petal there. And then we're going to glue the next one. And for this one, I don't glue them so much into the last one. I kind of like glue them a little farther. And you can see there all the volume. So pretty! So we're going to glue the next petal. And I'm going to glue it a little bit on top of the other one, but not as close as I did the bottom. And for the top layer, I'm only going to need 4 petals. So you see there, I'm going to glue my petals in so I cover the whole felt piece. And it's looking so beautiful already. Look at all that volume. Oh, so beautiful. I love it. I'm going to use here an acrylic piece. I'm going to show you in just a second, but you can use anything to decorate the inside of your flower. I'm using this acrylic piece that has a flower shape and a flat back pearl, and it looks so beautiful. Look at that. And I actually made these flowers for one of my happy mails that I sent actually to Tamika. It was a swap that we did, and I made some flowers like this for her, and people loved them, so I wanted to make a tutorial for you. And you can see they're super easy to make. So I glue my acrylic piece inside of my flower in the center, and then I kind of like fold it into my hands to give it a shape. And look at how beautiful! It's so adorable. Look at all those layers, all that volume. It's so beautiful and so delicate. And you can use this for an infinity of projects. It's beautiful. You can use it for a headpiece, for a head clip. You can use it for to decorate your mini albums, to decorate your happy mail, use it to decorate your purses, anything. It's so beautiful. And if you kind of like ruffle them, the strings are going to come a little loose and they're going to look a little shabby. So if you want a shabby chic flower, you can just ruffle it up. So I hope you guys like my tutorial. Welcome to all my new subscribers, and thank you so much to all my existing subscribers for your love and support. I received several different entries, so thank you so much. I'll have a video soon to share them. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back here soon for another video. Bye bye. Love you guys. Mwah.